So I've been working with some pretty amazing clients on their journey to wellness, their journey to experiencing a life of complete ease, and good to see you too. And the breakthroughs that are coming through with my clients are massive. And I just want to share a little bit of the understanding of some of these principles. Now, this is nothing that I haven't gone through my own experience with, and I've been coaching for a while now, so it's kind of unfolded with every client that I'm seeing. I had a beautiful lady come today to see me, and a lot of her stuff started when she was a child. Not necessarily being seen or heard by mom, the way her parents treated her, and the things that she mirrored from her childhood on everything. So when we're children, we tend to pick up things that we see or we hear. You guys have probably seen it on my lives too, where you just question something about the way someone's walking related to their grandfather, and they're like, yeah, and as soon as the imprint is done, they stop that whole program they created. So you're creating the experiences you want to experience, right? You're living in a simulation. And this was one of my videos that I just posted, was how do you know you're in a simulation? Well, if you just tell the traffic what you want it to do, and literally, like, I have been in traffic and just said, that car is going to move out of my way, and it literally just moves out of my way and then goes behind me. Like, it's so interesting the way it works. But here's an even bigger perspective of that, is in your local buses, there's 2 seats an aisle and 2 seats. How many seats are side by side in your truck or your car? Can you fit 2 seats, and then still have an aisle to walk down? No. So it's starting to really pay attention to what's you're creating outside of yourself. Now, one of my beautiful followers on here, I know him very well. He happens to be a student of mine, and he's also a really good friend. And where he lives, there's a lot of garbage, and it frustrates him. So his emotions get heightened over the garbage. But the thing is see it clean, right? So if you were on any of my calls when we did United for Humanity, we just literally said groceries are free. You saw yourself having those experiences of free. Well, you've also had the opposite experience as well, where things have gone to crap, where things haven't aligned the way you want to. Your nervous system goes into overdrive when you're in school, right? If you've had this experience from school, how many of you have been scolded by a teacher or a ruler across the hand for speaking out? We used to have a girl in a class, in my grade 8 class, she would crack jokes and tip her chair backwards on purpose, and she would always get scolded by the teacher. But she didn't care because someone paid attention to her. Yeah. So we're basing our experiences on what we want to experience. So as you move through life, you're creating every experience. You're creating the reality you want to see. How many of you felt completely and utterly loved as a child? Your nervous system could go into overdrive over that one little thing. And it's so interesting that as I dive deeper into how to show up, how to be me, how to share the message, it comes in crystal clear. Do you guys have crystal clear messages that come in for you? How are your messages coming in for you? Do you feel as though you are in complete control? You can't wait to love at all as a kid. Can't wait to change that from a baby. Yeah. So I'm going to use you as an example because you wrote that. So what we didn't receive as children, we will tell ourselves we don't want to be that way. There will still be a part of you that tries really, really hard not to be that way until you break that spell. You break the pattern. You break how you perceive it. Because that's just another program, and it's about stepping in and going, hold on a second, why did I create the program in the first place? Good to see you too. right? So sometimes we're not consciously aware of what we're doing, what we're creating, what we're saying, right? We just think we have control of everything. We have zero. You feel like you're in control. You're a character. You're playing a character in your own play, right? So I'll make this geared towards high school to make it really relatable. Were you geeky? Did you have braces? Did you have glasses? Did everyone love you? Were you on a sports team? Were you the class president? Were you student council? Did you fit in? Were you excluded? Did you want to be included? Did you take courses in high school that suited your parents and not you? All of those things you created. Yeah. Popular, you could be the geek, the class clown. All of those are all labels. We label everything. So it's a no wonder that we are having a hard time figuring what's up, down, left, right, and inside and out, right? What we are consciously creating is the reality that's still playing out. You've created it since the moment you were born. Hence, one of my clients, I literally brought her to understanding the womb of her mom. And all of a sudden, the spell broke. And she was able to see that differently. Her body experienced it differently. Because you created it from the moment of conception. Because you already knew what you were coming into before you got here. Right? There's a playbook that becomes in play before you come here. So you already know. You just forget. Right? So if you start to see yourself as the controller of the game and not the character in the game, it can sometimes change your perspective on things. I'm just going to share this as well because this becomes, for a lot of people, I love my pens, and somebody commented on my pens. They're like, I love the pens. You'll keep playing out yesterday to today and 10 years ago, today and tomorrow and the next day until you change that pattern. The pattern can't change on its own. You created it unconsciously or consciously. So when you understand what you're creating on a daily basis and decide that you no longer choose that, choose something different. Your nervous system will show you where it's out of alignment or in alignment. I do transformational coaching, which is actually faster and it's more productive, gets to the root every time, and the shift is monumental. I just worked with a client she was homebound over COVID. She's thriving, 14 days. She literally changed her whole life. She's actually upset right now. She's like, but you're leaving me. I'm like, you can keep going. So you've created what it is you desire to experience. So what are you creating right now that you're not liking that experience? Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you guys. What is a pattern that you're repeating over and over again that you're not really liking? Transpires, you start to see everything very, very differently. And there is other solutions because it's literally in broad daylight. If you ask the right questions, the universe goes, here you go, and here you go, and here you go. Because the universe only ever says yes. You want more circumstances? Yes, you can have them. This person did you wrong? Yes, they did. And more people are going to come. Oh, you doubt that? Okay, I'm going to give you proof that you're going to keep doubting. The evidence that you seek is already there. You can't take on anybody's stomach issues. It's a projection. Everyone is you pushed out. There is nothing else. It's only you. You're married, your best friend, yeah? Let's play a game. Let's play a conscious game right now. Who's your best friend? Put their name in the chat. Who's your best friend? Who are they? What's their name? Who's your best friend? Put it in there. Who's that person you go to when you need to talk to somebody? Who's that person you go to that you tell the stories to? Awesome. I remember having this client one time and she would get frustrated. Well, why isn't he here? Why hasn't he called me back? I messaged him so many times, but he won't return my message. And I'm like, So she ended up blocking me because I wouldn't give her an answer that she wanted me to tell her. And I'm like, I honestly can't, because it's you. If you don't feel like you can get the man, then you can't get yourself. Let that sink in. If you can't stand to be around your own self, they're not going to want to be around you either, because you're literally your best friend. You're literally everything. So this whole conjunct of how things work and how we heal on a different level, it's literally all what you've casted already for yourself.